Till now we have seen that how can we correlate two things, that means how one quantity is changing with other quantity, that we see by this slope, that we will see by this slope. Here we have taken a straight line, but that line can be anything, this kind of structure, this kind of line, and we can take 2 points anywhere. We can take 2 points anywhere and we can simply calculate this slope. We can simply calculate this slope, but every time calculating slope is not very easy. Every time calculating slope on a curve is not very easy. So what mathematicians have done, mathematicians have calculated some formulae for this differential. Differential is nothing but slope, and they have calculated formulae for these kind of slopes, so that we will see. First, let us see what is the difference between this slope and differential. There is a very small difference here. This delta y, you can see this delta y, you can see, okay, and this delta x you can also see. But if what will happen if we are making this things smaller and smaller, let us say this b point is here, so this is half, further we close it to a, further close to a, then close to a. So at one limit these were almost at the same point. So what is happening, let me zoom this figure. So this figure is like this. So this is point a, this is point b. Suppose we are bringing this b point closer to a. Let us first we brought it into middle, then again here, then again half of this. So we are bringing b point closer. So let us say the difference between a and b point is very very small. Difference between a and b points is tends to 0. That means both are very near, very near, very very near, very near. In that case what we do, we simply change this delta symbol. This is called delta, this is called delta, a triangle kind of structure, this is called delta. So what do we change, we change this delta with d. So what is the purpose of this d? This d shows that points are very very near, points are very near. So in that case what would be the slope? Slope is still tan theta, that will remain tan theta, but now this d will say that points are very near, that means dy upon dx. Instead of delta we are using d. So now your question, when do we use delta and when do we use d? So when we can calculate the things on with our hand, we use delta, but sometimes or most of the times it is not possible for us to calculate things with hand. So these points are very near, or instead of points we are given with a equation. Suppose we are given a equation or curve is very, this something like this kind of curve is not a straight line, then what we will do? So we will use this differential form. We will use this differential form. Differential is nothing but slope of a line at a particular point. So what is differential? Differential is slope of a line for 2 points which are very near. So this is differential. We will see what are the formula for differential, and we will learn about some of the formulae. Also there is one more problem, that for a straight line calculating this differential is very easy, but what will happen if we try to calculate for a different type of curve? Suppose this type of curve, this is still easy. If the curve is something like this, up and down and up and down, so what is differential here? So that we cannot do with our hands. So what do we use? Differential functions or differential formulae. So this is done with differential. Now integral, what is integral? Now let us see a small thing, that you have a box, you have a box, You want to calculate the area of this box. You want to calculate the area of this box. So first you know what is, let us see, this side is B, this side is A. So you know this is a rectangular box and simply the area is A into B. This is area of this box. You know, but there is a problem. There is a problem. Problem is that not everything in this world is like a rectangle, or not everything is a perfect circle. Some of the things would be like this. So how do we calculate area? Now have you understood the statement? How do we calculate this area? So there must be some way so we can calculate this area. So what do we do to calculate this area? Let me remove these things. We will understand with this figure, simple figure, but this will be true for anything. So we have this kind of figure, a rectangle. Okay. So we take a very small box, for which this side is again very small. Let me write DA. DA means side A but very small. D is very small. Or first let me write delta. Because delta is which you can measure. So we have taken a small box. So this side is delta A, this side is delta B. So what is the area of this box? Area of this small box is, area is equal to delta A into delta B. So that is area of this small box. Suppose what we do, we keep on putting small boxes. We keep on putting small boxes like this till we get all the area covered. So in this way we are putting small boxes and we are covering this whole area. So what will happen? Suppose we get, let us say, 10 boxes on this side, and 8 boxes on this side. So how many total boxes? 80 boxes. Total number of boxes 10 into 8, 80 boxes. 80 boxes we used to cover this area, and we simply multiply these 80 boxes into area of one box. We will get the area of this big rectangle. Area of this small box is delta A into delta B, and how many boxes we used? 10 into 8, total 80 boxes. So area of this big rectangle, that means A into B, is simply 80 into delta A into delta B. So we have used 80 small boxes to cover this area. Now what we can do, we can take bigger boxes or smaller boxes. We can take bigger boxes and smaller boxes. Let us take bigger boxes. If we take bigger boxes, this outer rectangle remains same, only that inside box we take big one. Let us see what will happen. Now you can see some of its position is outside, so this will give us error. Similarly here as well, so I am making it rough, but again error on this side. This is also error, and similarly on this side, this is error. Similarly we get error. This is the error. If we take big boxes, suppose we take very small boxes, we take very small boxes, so this error would be less. As we reduce the size of box, so size of the box, of the small box, if it goes down, so error is also down. So what do we need? We need smaller boxes. We need very small boxes. Now let us see for a non-regular geometry. Suppose we have to measure this kind of area. If we take big boxes, then a lot of area will be in error. But what would happen if we take very small boxes like this? So there is very less chance that there is very less error. So what is integral? So first, what is the meaning of integration? Integration is addition. The meaning of integration is addition. Here what we did, instead of taking a very big box, we have added many smaller boxes and got this area. So what is the meaning of integration or integral? Addition. If we don't know the area, volume or any other thing, so what do? We take very small pieces, many small pieces, and add them together to calculate the area.